Hi, this is Gingersnap 27, and I'm here with Tess Van Horn. She's an actor and a teacher at Stages, and she's going to tell you what she's up to with acting and teaching.
Great. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I work for Stages. It's a performing arts academy in South Portland. And gosh, we do so much. We're usually involved in like 2 or 3 productions all at once.
Wow.
Right now, I'm currently working with kids ages 6 and 7 on a little like musical showcase of the Jungle Book songs.
I love that music.
I love it too.
I'm the king of the swing.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's my favorite song.
And they like all play, they're like in all the songs, they do dance, it's choreography, and they get these little costumes that Stacy Koloski makes that are just like adorable. So
cool.
I'm directing that right now. I'm also one of like 4 directors for a very large production of The Lion King that is going to be happening at the Breakwater School in Portland, which it's sort of basically Stages is it's a Stages program, but they're doing it at Breakwater.
Oh, cool.
They're doing it in the gym at the school, and they're having classes at Breakwater. They're doing like a puppetry class, so all the kids are making puppets for the show, and a costume class.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and there's like over 30 kids in the production. The age range is like, I want to say like 10 to 13 maybe. And that's just going to be epic, like huge.
Wow.
And Stacy Koloski is the head director of that. There's a bunch of us.
How cool.
There's a lot of wrangling that goes on.
Yeah. That sounds so cool. So if people want to know about that, there Stages has a website?
Stages has a website, stagesacademy.com, I think. And then finally, I'm also co-directing a production of Romeo and Juliet with Stages with like middle and high school aged kids. And this is really exciting. They're going to be performing as part of this big Shakespeare folio. Like, do you know about the Shakespeare folio?
No.
Okay, let me tell you about this. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
To try and make this a short story, basically, recently, someone discovered one of the very first original printings, first editions of a Shakespeare packet, basically of like all of Shakespeare's plays. It was just like randomly found in a library, I think in France. I may be wrong of that, where they found it, but it's a very, very big deal.
Yeah.
And so it's the folio has been in DC in the library there, but is now going on tour all over the country. And that folio is coming to the Portland Library in March. And so as part of that, there's a bunch of different performances happening. Port Fringe is doing something for that. And a bunch of local high school aged theater companies and groups are performing.
Wow.
So Stages is going to be part of that group. And they're performing at the library. I think it's like the second weekend in March. I don't know. Lion King and Romeo and Juliet are happening like 1 week after the other. So
oh my gosh.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on in theater in Portland.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with Stages right now.
And how about you as a solo actor?
Well, at this point I'm really kind of more focused on directing. I'm going to be directing a production of Cyrano de Bergerac for Theater at Monmouth in May. It's a 3-person production. I've been working with this company Hingeworks, which the members are Dennis and I, a local composer, Megan Grumbling, who is a local poet and theater writer. She's been writing for the Phoenix for you've probably read her theater reviews.
Yeah, probably have.
Yeah. Her and Dennis have been working on an opera on the story of Persephone, and it's called Persephone in the Late Anthropocene, it's basically referencing like the world that we're in now and how climate change is affecting the world that we're in. So it's like Persephone through that lens, and it's a modern opera that is spoken word, not sung, and I'm directing. It's a 3-movement piece, and that is going up at Space Gallery in May. So
wow,
yeah,
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Yep. Yep. Oh, and then I just got hired to teach at SNCC doing intro to acting at the Brunswick campus.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Oh, wow. So you can find Tess in a lot of different places.
Yeah. I'm all over the place. Yes.
So why did you come to Maine? And from where did you come to Maine?
Well, I was born in Freedom, Maine.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay. So here I go again. I assume a lot that people come here from other places.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
I'm a small town girl. Freedom is near Unity, Maine, where the Common Ground Fair is. It's a tiny town, but it's beautiful. And I grew up there. And then I went away to school at Sarah Lawrence, which is where I met Nick Schroeder, who you interviewed last week.
Nick.
Hi, Nick. And studied there. Spent a very, very short amount of time living in New York, wanting to be an actor, being like, this is what you're supposed to do. And I really hated it. And so I got a job in Portland working for Adverb Productions as an AmeriCorps Vista volunteer. So Adverb, I don't think is in Portland anymore, but they were a great nonprofit theater for social change organization. And so I worked for them. And I was sort of like, I'll do anything in Portland. I just need to get out of New York. And I just really, luckily, I really did just stumble upon this job, and it really connected me with so many people in Portland. And I've been there I've been in Portland since then, and it's been almost 10 years.
Wow. That's great. That's great. So, Tess, do you know your first word? And if you don't, what do you think it might have been?
I think it was like mommy.
Yeah.
Mama. I think it was really boring. My sister's first word was dog, which is awesome.
That's good.
We were getting a dog, and she just like pointed and was like, dog. But I was like pretty boring.
Well, my first word was cookies, so we're gonna have some cookies.
It was.
I found it in my baby book. Yeah, I didn't just make it up. It was really. I was looking in my baby book, and I was like, no way. So these are the chocolate chip cookies from Tandem. There are two, which I didn't know. There are two locations of Tandem. I had known about the one on Congress, not the one on Anderson. And my brother-in-law, thanks Sean Griffith, told me about the other location, and he made sure they set aside a couple cookies for us. So
that's so sweet. All right.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
And with the sea salt on top.
Yeah, forget about it. This is so good.
Whew.
Oh
yeah. So
Brianna is the baker. I know Brianna. She's amazing.
Thank you, Brianna.
Shout out to her.
I have the ginger ones. Maybe a month ago. Whenever I interviewed David Rowe, who's a musician, he said, quote, "This is the best cookie." No, it might have been the chocolate chip. Anyway. It was these. It was a chocolate chip, not the ginger, but the ginger is very good. He said, "This is the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever had in my life." That's a big thing to say. Because for almost everyone, I think a chocolate chip cookie is sort of the quintessential best cookie of your life.
Right.
Usually someone in your family made the best one. But for someone to say, "This is the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever had in my life," that is a big deal. So,
it is.
Go Tandem. Right. So, did you have a car in your childhood, or as a family car, or as a young adult, whatever, any car in your past that if you could get back, you would?
Oh my goodness, yes. I grew up in Subarus, Subaru station wagons.
Raised in a Subaru.
Oh yeah. And technically not my first car, but I'm gonna say this was my first car. It was a baby blue, like 1984 Subaru Loyale. I don't know if you remember this car.
I've never even heard of that.
You would recognize it. Loyale. I think it's Loyale. Yeah, like station wagon, very boxy. It had the initials DMB on the door for some reason. It was like a cheap car. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's your Dave Matthews Band car," and I was like, "Well, I will call it Dave, but not for that reason." But I loved it. I loved it so much. But I got in an accident.
Oh, sorry.
My fault. Big regret.
So is there a song or an album that you come back to a lot in your life?
Oh, that's an excellent question. There are a few.
Okay, you can have a couple.
I can have a couple?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the first two that come to mind are Joni Mitchell's Hey Gira.
Ooh, that's a great album.
Yep. And George Harrison's All Things Must Pass.
Oh, that's a good one, too. Do you know what?
Yeah.
I know I have heard that, but I don't have it. In fact, I never had it.
I could whip out the album right now. No, that's not what this is about.
Later. Okay, so arguably my favorite question: if a movie was made about Tess Van Horn's life, what genre would it be? And who would star as you? And or who do you think they'd cast as you? And I have my own answer. If you don't have one, I have one for you. I came prepared.
Oh boy, that's really difficult. That's a very difficult. Okay, what genre? Okay, I guess like I would want to say like kind of like it's so adventure, like empowerment film. You know, I get very uncomfortable thinking about my life in this way, but I do feel
I like the combo of adventure and empowerment.
Like not romantic comedy, definitely not horror. I guess I'm like, you know, I'm eliminating by elimination. Yeah, something about like, you know, woman going out in the world, trying to make a career in the arts.
Sounds very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't know who you think they would cast as you, I already have it figured out.
Yeah, you've got.
Shall I just go with it? Okay,
so
I think Liv Tyler combined with Janine Turner. And for those of you who are,
I love that.
Who know what I'm talking about, Janine Turner was in. Oh my gosh, I just read Northern Exposure.
Yeah, Northern Exposure.
Right?
Yes.
So, do you see that? Janine Turner and Liv Tyler. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I definitely got Liv Tyler when all the Lord of the Rings movies came out. I had long hair then. But that short hair definitely works for Northern Exposure.
Absolutely. And you are
such a good show.
As I've said before, you're welcome to, once this is posted up on Facebook and YouTube, you're welcome to join us in your, who you think she looks like.
I would love it.
Okay, so once again, this is Tess Van Horn, and she can be found. What's the best way to find you?
Honestly, Facebook.
Okay.
I still don't have a website.
But she will.
I will. Yeah, Facebook.
Okay, good. Well, this has been episode 27 of Gingersnap. Next week, I'm going to interview musician Jake Hoffman. And you've been Gingersnap.
Woo! Love it.
How do you feel?
Feeling great.
All right, everybody. Have a good week.
Bye.
This has been Gingersnap.